A Book of Burglary. There was a time when the very name Veersen aroused terror. He was a dacoit. He plundered and burgled hundreds of houses, but he was never caught. When Veersen grew old, he realized that it was no more safe with his waning strength to lead the life of an adventurer. He had accumulated wealth enough to pass the rest of his life in comfort. He bought a house in the city of Daranagar and settled down there. He employed a young man named Gangadhar to do his household work. He soon took a liking for Gangadhar, who seemed to be faithful and hardworking. Once Veersen fell sick. In the city lived a famous physician named Somadev. Veersen called on him. The physician examined him and gave him some medicines. Veersen was cured in a short time. Unfortunately, however, Somdev passed away soon thereafter. His death saddened all the people of Dharanagar. Veersen also worried, thinking, what would become of me if I fall sick again? But before a year had elapsed, the people were happy to see that one of the disciples of Somdev, Sumanta, proved as talented as his late master. After some time, Veersen fell sick again. Gangadhar hired a cart and led him to Sumanta's house. On their way, they saw a crowd thrashing a young fellow. Will you inquire what is the matter? Veersen asked Gangadhar. From the passers by, Gangadhar gathered that the young man had been caught in the act of stealing, so he was being punished. Veersen felt sad on account of the young man's plight. I wish he had learned the art of stealing better, he told himself. Veersen was cordially received by Sumanta. Before leaving the physician's house, Veersen told him, I must congratulate you for continuing the mission of late Somdev. People say that you are as good a physician as your master. It is all due to my noble master's kindness. He has left me a few volumes of manuscripts. They contain in simple language all my master knew of diseases and their treatments. He has also written down elaborately the invaluable experience of his life as a physician. I read them with great devotion and follow his instructions faithfully. That is all I do, said Sumanta. An exciting idea flashed in Veersen's mind as he heard Sumanta. On his way back home, he decided to write down the art of stealing. Just as Sumanta has been benefited by his master's labor, so also young thieves can greatly benefit by my work, he thought. Veersen devoted hours every day to write down the history and experiences of his life. How he was initiated to burglary, how he turned a dacoit, how he worked in a gang and how he worked alone, how to determine who is a wealthy man, the various ways of plundering a house, what to do when suddenly in trouble, etc. After he completed writing the book, he revised it and made the necessary corrections. But before he had pondered on how to bring the work to the notice of ambitious thieves, he found one morning the work missing. And soon he realized that along with the work, Gangadhar too was missing. He was terribly upset. He had no strength to write out the book again. Besides, Gangadhar's treachery gave him a severe shock. He had never expected it. His suffering was great as he could not say a word about it to anybody. Within a month, the city was agog with the story of a daring thief. From the reports of the thefts, Veersen became sure that it was Gangadhar who was applying the knowledge of the stolen book to practice. Veersen could not pass his time in peace. Gangadhar knew where he kept his wealth. Thought Veersen, one of these nights the fellow is certain to feel tempted to steal my wealth. I must be ready to deal with him. The king, in the meanwhile, announced that if anybody can help capture the thief, he would be rewarded with ₹1,00,000. Veersen did not sleep at nights. A month later, it happened as he had expected. Gangadhar tried his hand at stealing his master's wealth. Old and weak though Veersen had become, he had not forgotten his tricks. He succeeded in capturing Gangadhar by the help of a rope trap. But he did not know what to do with the young thief. If he would hand him over to the king's officers for the sake of the reward, Gangadhar would disclose everything about him. After brooding over the problem for a while, he set Gangadhar free. Gangadhar went away. But he returned soon and throwing down the book he had stolen, told Veersen, "Damn with your work. Had it been really good, you could have not captured me. I had not forgotten to take whatever precautions you have prescribed in the book, but they proved worthless." Veersen picked up the book and threw it into his oven and said, "You're right. Because of this book, I lost the peace of my mind and had to sleep sleepless nights anticipating your arrival. I was a fool to think that my work would be as beneficial as the late Somdev's work. Let us forget whatever has happened. Come, remain with me. I will give you money. Begin your life newly as an honest trader." Gangadhar agreed to the proposal. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.